What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another transfer update video. I thought I'd do it down by the seafront today, people. Nice backdrop, and I will be back on the live streams tomorrow as the transfer window closes tomorrow. Shaw Sports News, people. Now, to most people, today is Thursday, but to Arsenal fans, it is Champions League draw day. After nearly 7 seasons out of the competition, we are back. The draw is tonight at 5 PM UK time. Who will we get in that draw? We are in pot 2, which means we cannot get Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid and one or two others. Obviously, we can get Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Napoli. So let's see who we get in that. Looking forward to that, and we'll be reacting to that video. Big up to everyone who's been supporting the videos this week. The live streams will be back tomorrow, people. Let's talk transfers. Let's talk about Arsenal. Just over 24 hours to go until the transfer window closes. And I'm going to be honest, people. I'm starting to feel like Arsenal are not going to be too active in terms of players coming in. And the crazy thing is, you look at Arsenal and you think, we've spent £210 million. Are we that much stronger than last season? And that's the crazy question to be asking, because Timber's injured, could be out for the season. Havertz is struggling. Declan Rice looks a quality addition. So at the moment, it feels like we're a Declan Rice better than we were last season. Until we see more from Havertz, and obviously Timber, we may not see until the start of next season. So it does, you know, I've said a number of times, I feel like we need another 2 or 3 players in an ideal situation to try and win the league. I still think we could do with a striker. I think we could do with a right winger to compete with Saka, and probably another midfielder, and maybe even a defender. But listen, we are being linked with 1 or 2 players today, so let's talk about that. The first one, Alessandro Bastoni from Inter Milan. Top quality centre-back, 24 years of age, Italian international. I'm sure lots of you will know about him. Arsenal said to be keen admirers of him. Now, this story's a little bit, it's not the strongest of links. I mean, basically, Bastoni signed a new 4-year contract in the summer with Inter Milan, which would indicate, you would imagine, he's going nowhere. But it's believed Inter are willing to listen to offers if somebody meets their 60 million asking price. Now, it does seem a little bit unrealistic. Would Arsenal pay £60 million for a centre-back at this stage? I think for Arsenal to spend that kind of money would potentially indicate that maybe a Gabriel would leave, which I hope Gabriel doesn't leave. Bastoni, top quality, Italian international, was linked with Tottenham, was linked with PSG as well. PSG actually signed Skriniar from Inter. They got him on a free. Bastoni is now seen as the main centre-back at Inter, but Inter have had 1 or 2 financial problems, which is why Lukaku wasn't renewed. They've obviously let Dzeko go as well. Bastoni is a quality centre-back. At this stage, the way Arsenal are sort of operating, I'm just not sure if they're going to drop that kind of money on a defender at this late stage. I think that would only happen if Gabriel was to be let go. So for me, I'm not so sure this deal would happen. But I do like Bastoni. I would love to add him to what we've already got in the squad, but I'm just not sure it will happen. Let me know in the comments what you think about Bastoni. Another player we're being linked with today, and honestly, again, this one, you're going to have to go on Google. You're going to have to go on YouTube. His name is Alexander Bar. I was going to do a joke about Bar, you know, and sheep and all that, but I don't think it's the time to be doing that, so we'll leave it. I don't know much about him. What I can tell you is he's 25 years of age, Danish international. We were linked with another Danish defender the other day, and he's a right back. He plays for Benfica. He went to the World Cup with Denmark, so there is some pedigree there. And Benfica want £25 million for Alexander Bar. Arsenal being linked with him as a potential deal that could happen on deadline day. They feel, you know, he's an athletic, mobile right back, and he could come in and offer competition for Arsenal at this later stage of the window. And I can't tell you how good or bad this guy is. I know very little about him, and you know, I honestly don't know how good he is. I did a Google search. He looks decent. He's highly rated. He's done well at Benfica. If you know about him in the comments, let us know about Alexander Barr, people. Would you take him at the Arsenal? Players going out looks like to be the thing that's happening at the moment. Following Balogun was confirmed yesterday by Monaco. That will be a 5-year deal. And apparently Arsenal have a 17.5% sell-on clause on any future deal. So, you know, nearly 20%. If they ended up selling him for 60, 70 million, then maybe there'll be some money in the future for Arsenal to gain out of that one. So good luck to Balogun, and I just really hope that this isn't Serge Gnabry Part 2. Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Arsenal have now made over £85 million in player sales to offset the 210 million that the club have spent. So we've spent around, what, 100, around 125 million. Bear in mind, you don't pay all that money up front. You know, it's paid over a number of years. So Arsenal have spent about 120 million pounds this season. And listen, you would like to think that they could go back into the market and maybe do some more business. But, you know, have we run out of money now? Is there an opportunity for us to bring anyone else in? It's not looking great at the moment. Arsenal have also been very open with the players that are not involved in the squad at the moment. The likes of Cedric, Pepe and Sambi Lokonga. These guys are still waiting for a move elsewhere. But these guys could leave once the English transfer window closes. The Turkish window is still open. The Saudi window is still open. So there is still options for these guys to move after Friday's deadline, people. So listen, at the moment where we are, it looks as if Arsenal bringing players in, you know, we're going to have to wait and see. I remember when we signed Fabio Vieira, nobody expected that one. It came out of nowhere. What I can say at the moment is that I think we're a little bit short, and I think we need to add to the squad tomorrow to give ourselves an opportunity. Listen, we want to win the title. We're not here to you know, try and just finish fourth anymore. We're trying to win the league. The Champions League draw is today. I still personally don't think this squad is quite good enough to win the title unless everything clicks and we manage to keep, you know, the majority of our starting 11 fit for the whole season. That is the only way for me I can see it happening. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We will be back on the lives tomorrow, so make sure you join me for that. Before I finish, congratulations to Arsenal's players that have been selected for the England squad, and in particular Eddie Nketiah gets his first call up to the England squad. I know there's been a lot of fallout online about the England squad today. Raheem Sterling was not selected despite being man of the match in 2 of his 3 games. And the likes of Phillips and Maguire being picked, who haven't kicked a ball this season. But Eddie Nketiah, Aaron Ramsdale, Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice all in the England squad. No Ben White again. But obviously that's due to the politics, him and Southgate. I think there was a fallout with the assistant manager. So big up to them in the England squad. We'll be reacting later on to the Champions League draw. I'll be back on live tomorrow for the transfer window closing. Sure Sports News will be back. Big up to everyone who's been tuning into these short videos. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all soon, people. Bless.